I fell in love with rocks or in general with nature as a child. I was blessed growing up in the center of the Alps, surrounded by big mountains and streams. For me, the meaning of nature is it's the ultimate source of truth. It's the plain reality, it's how the universe manifests. And I think if you observe nature, you can find answers for almost every question. Alone to just look at plants and the way they come out of soil and how they shape themselves is something always deeply impressed me, and I really feel very comfortable in the greens, in the woods. My name is Pascal, I'm a photographer and land artist. My art project is called Gravity Meditation. My actual start with working with nature as a land artist was on a long journey from Istanbul to Tokyo. I wanted to cross Asia by land. It was a beautiful day high up in the Himalayas, and I saw like plenty of rocks lying around. I was on one of the peaks of my life. I was really happy at the time, and I just kind of felt like to build something to celebrate being alive on this wonderful planet. So I built like about a 2-meter high stone pagoda for 2 days, not knowing at that time that this will end up in an art project. When I started the practice of rock balancing was a very calming, it's like an active form of meditation, which I think can benefit lots of people. I remember the first 2-3 times I was balancing at the river and I go away and I just felt like I was like 100% in the now. There was no thought, there was just like me, the rocks, nature, and the very moment. It also really connects you with nature in a very straight, direct form. I mean, you are working with the force of gravity and balance, and you are touching dirt, soil, and rocks. For me, that changed later on in the process when I decided to make art out of it in form of photography and videography. In the moment, like the creations you make, they often live very short time. If you want to make art out of it, you need to capture it. So I stopped to do rock balancing just for balancing rocks. I want to keep my creations alive. The meditative part actually fades away slowly. There is a new factor, like kind of a stress factor coming in. So it is not as calming anymore as when I'm just balancing rocks just without any other further goal. I think nowadays my favorite part of the work I do is going out in nature, basically spend time in nature. Find new places, find new rocks can be more exciting than the balance itself. Is it the beach? Is it the forest? Streams? Usually streams are really important because that's where mostly rocks are available. That's also why I really fell in love with Taiwan, because this wonderful island has an incredible amount of big wild riverbeds like you don't have in Europe very much anymore. Most of them are concreted, straightened up. I was living a long time on the west coast of Taiwan, which is very overpopulated and gives you only very little space. So it was kind of tricky, but I would scout these places to kind of get an idea in which areas what I could find. At the end, it's always to go and look around. To balance a rock, I need to find these 3 magic points between the 2 rocks I want to connect. And the first thing I would do is to place a rock on top and feel the center of equilibrium of a rock, and then just shift it around very slightly. Slowly, you feel you're getting closer to the momentum of finding the equilibrium, which is in rock balancing often referred to the click moment, when it clicks or freezes. And then you let go and you see that you created something very unusual. And it's your achievement, it's what you did. And I think for each person who practiced this is a very encouraging experience. Another thing rock balancing teaches you is the ability to let go. Because rock balanced sculptures, usually they fell. At the beginning you may be frustrated because you create something and it just falls apart. But I think it's actually also beautiful. First of all, it goes down, and if you can be happy about it, then you learn, maybe also for other things in your life, that to let go is okay. I have this set of 3 rocks, which I call the rumbling rocks. This is my traveling rocks. And I've been setting them up, I don't know how many times. And it took me everything from 30 seconds up to 20 minutes for the same constellation of the same rocks. Most people would tell me, no, I can't do this, it's impossible. But my experience shows that most people will do it in less than half a minute. Of course, when it starts to become more fancy, that comes with practice, but this is like everything else. You can play an easy song on a piano in one day. If you want to become good on a piano, then you need to practice. With rock balancing, I would like to link people with nature. We live in a time where many people live in cities and getting more and more distance to nature. Humans tend to say there is the nature and there is humans. We make a difference between us and other animals or other mammals, and at the end, we are all the very same thing. Take rocks or even dirt in your hands and connect and work with nature just brings the people a little bit back to what we actually are.